Emily Bieberly and Cobb Blaze spent 90-day fiancé happily ever after season 8 in Cobb's native Cameroon, along with their children and Emily's parents, to celebrate their wedding a second time with a traditional Cameroonian ceremony. Emily and Cobb's relationship was tested at the same time it was being celebrated, forcing them to tackle challenges within their marriage and between their families. The ceremony is now behind them, and it left Emily and Coates' marriage profoundly changed. Emily, an American woman from Kansas, and Cobb, a Cameroonian man, met while traveling through China. They had a fast-paced romance, and Emily became pregnant before the end of their trip. Due to unexpected delays in Cobb's immigration process, it took almost 2 years for him to move to America to be with Emily. Cobb and Emily are now married and have 3 children, with their son, Atom, born in early 2024, 90-day fiancé. Happily Ever After Season 8 has documented Emily and Cobb's adjustment to married life and parenthood, as well as Cobb's acclimation to life in America. The start of Emily's trip to Cameroon was marred by her cold reception from Cobb's friends. They questioned whether Emily was a good fit for Cobb, considering she is outspoken and unapologetic. Cobb's friends explained that an African wife would not boss him around the way Emily does. Emily argued that she was not an African wife. Although she needs to respect Cobb's culture, he chooses to marry an American woman with values that differ from those in his home country. When they arrived in Cameroon, Cobb took care to help introduce his culture to Emily and her family, explaining local traffic patterns and family customs. Similarly, Cobb should have explained to his friends that women in America are allowed, and even encouraged, to speak their minds. Fortunately, the interaction with Cobb's friends was not entirely negative. It forced Emily to realize how much Cobb had left behind. Not only did he leave his culture behind when he moved to America, he also left his friends and family. Emily did not travel to Cobb's home country years into their relationship, causing her to miss out on experiencing a large aspect of his life. While it took some time to build trust with Cobb's friends, it also helped Emily understand parts of Cobb's life in a way that was not possible in America. On top of Cobb's friends having negative feelings about Emily, one of them revealed that Cobb and his ex-girlfriend were still together when Emily got pregnant. This information bothered Emily, who was suddenly unsure if her relationship was built on a lie. She wanted the truth during her time in Cameroon, which caused friction between her and Cobb. Emily's lack of trust in Cobb revealed the fragility of their relationship. Emily ultimately insisted on meeting with Cobb's ex to hear her side of the story. As they waited for Cobb's ex to arrive, Cobb gave in and told Emily the truth. He admitted he had never officially broken off his prior relationship, so it was technically true that he was with somebody else when he met Emily. However, the news was not as detrimental to Emily and Cobb's relationship as expected. Emily was sympathetic to Cobb's ex, explaining how hurtful it would be to be ghosted by a long-term partner who went on to marry somebody else. Cobb, too, felt guilty about the situation, which is why he lied about it. Emily felt relieved to know the truth, and she moved on. Cobb's ex never showed up to the meeting, but Emily and Cobb left with their marriage in a place of better understanding. The traditional aspect of the Cameroonian wedding posed plenty of challenges. Emily's parents were told they had to name a price for their daughter, which was to be paid by Cobb's family. Emily's mother had reservations about this gesture, as she felt she was selling her daughter. She was uncomfortable putting a price on her daughter and didn't like the implication that Cobb's family would own Emily. Cobb took time to explain to Emily's family that these rituals are symbolic, and while they have significant cultural roots, they are simply a way to show respect for his heritage. Emily's father, meanwhile, was amused by the custom and happily complied. He ended up trading Emily for items such as a goat and an umbrella. Emily's parents may have been out of their element in Cameroon, but their willingness to step outside their comfort zone displayed their respect for Kobe and his culture. Although Kobe has acclimated well to life in America, he sacrificed a lot for his relationship with Emily. He deserved to celebrate his marriage in a way that honored his culture. Cope's enthusiasm and excitement over the traditional elements of the wedding showed how much he had missed the life he left behind. Emily's ease at adapting to Cope's culture, just as he did for her, shows that they are making an effort to understand one another. Regardless of culture and location, any wedding is an opportunity to reflect on love and commitment. Even though they were already legally married, Emily and Kobe were brought even closer by celebrating their love again. The ability to have their parents and children present for the ceremony was also important for their relationship. With heritages that are so different, it's significant that Kobe and Emily's love had the power to unite those closest to them. Kobe stood up to his friends in Emily's defense, and his friends still attended the wedding to support his marriage. Emily and Kobe's families also moved past earlier misunderstandings about the bride price, proving their ability to bridge their cultures. Emily and Kobe's trip to Cameroon was a pivotal point in their marriage. They worked through significant challenges in their relationship, facing lingering questions from the past. Emily and Kobe's Cameroonian wedding allowed them to honor Kobe's heritage, and it resolved the issues that have burdened them throughout 90 Day Fiancé. Happily Ever After Season 8.